I never would have believed that going through dark times would bring so many silver linings and so many growth opportunities that have allowed other really amazing things to blossom in my life.
Hello, and welcome to the Connect podcast. This show is all about helping you connect to your soul's calling so you can take action on it. Because the sweetest success is a blend of discovering your purpose with the inner drive to bring it to life. I'm Sheila, health coach, lifestyle entrepreneur, and mom of two, best known for my online wellness programs, mentoring, and self-love passion. Listen in for inspiring interviews, solo chats, and Q&A sessions that will move you past overwhelm towards what lights you up. Stop accepting good enough and go for your version of great in your health, business, and relationships. Let's get started.
Hey, welcome to this Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. Sometimes things aren't lighting us up. Sometimes we are feeling like we're in the doldrums and there's no way out of the dark tunnel. Many people have felt this way over the last few years. I myself have experienced it as well. I've seen it in the young people around me. Everybody's expressing it in different ways. And I've also simultaneously seen areas of growth in myself and in others that is really unexpected. When you have certain things that you're not able to do based on whatever circumstances, you're forced to get a little creative with what you do with your time and with how you view the world. And sometimes that can look like more numbing behaviors, more TV, more scrolling. I've certainly fallen prey to that myself. That's something that actually, I totally understand. During some really dark times in my life, I've turned to those types of numbing behaviors, particularly getting into a season of a show, because that escape was so necessary for me to give my mind and my heart a break from things that were really hard to handle and hard to deal with and to face consistently through the day. Like, we all need a break sometimes. So I honor those types of things. Sometimes we just need to do that. And then there are the times where you're going about your day to day, and because you are unable to do certain things, you have more spaciousness. Like, I wasn't standing on the side of soccer fields the last year and a half. My son decided to take a break from soccer, and I honored that. He'd been playing since he was 4 years old. And he decided that he wanted to focus mainly on his studies and just take a break from the pressure that he put on himself. And I really honored that because it was a decision he made for himself. It was not based on any outside circumstances. And in honoring that, it freed him up to explore other things, to explore his curiosities and give him more space. And so therefore it gave me more space. And in that space, I was able to explore some other areas of my creativity and my curiosities. It gave me more time to help people, to create content, and also to sit quietly as well. We can't discount those times where sometimes we are not able to do the things we'd hope to do. There are gifts in even those times. And of course, in those dark times, like I allude to very often, the times where I am sitting or have been sitting by the bedside of people who are not well or who are nearing the end of their life. Those are times that would be really ideal not to have to ever go through. And yet there were hidden gifts there that I never would have expected either. And I'm grateful for them. So I want to ask you to look at your life right now, where you're at. What are you feeling? Are you feeling hope rising? Are you feeling life is still very dark? I don't know what your circumstances are right now, but you're listening to this. And so I'm hoping that something about the title caused you to want to take stock and look for another way of moving through whatever it is you're moving through. Start to think about, what are the gifts that you've had from this season? You might have to dig really deep to find out what some of those gifts are, but I promise you there are some if you really take the time and space to look into it and to really get reflective. It may require having conversations with people closest to you as well, who know you, who know your life, and who can see how you've grown, or who maybe can see where you've been struggling and they want to support and encourage you. I hope you have people like that in your life. I'm super grateful for people in my life who take on that role, because all of us go through just so many ranges of emotions, even when the world feels normal. And what is normal anyway? There's people listening to this podcast from all over the world, and everyone is experiencing something different in the home that they live in the town that they live in the country that they live in. And it's always the mixture of the challenging, the joyful, the heartbreaking, the hopeful, the creative, and the mundane. That is our human experience. So as you move through this week, I hope you will look at your life through the lens of the gifts that you have learned through the dark times and know that that is when seeds are planted to grow into something you may have never imagined was possible for you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Big blessings.
Thank you so much for being here with me on the Connect podcast. If you like this episode, please share it with someone you think would enjoy it. Also, if you head over to iTunes to leave a review, I'd be so grateful. Let us know what your favorite parts were and what you'd like to hear more of. It will help us have a greater impact, elevating many more people to grow and succeed together. See you next time.